Digital photography made simple.
Hello again, welcome back to D1to1. On this segment, we're going to continue our understanding of composition by introducing you the idea of perspective. Now, like in our last video called Rule of Thirds, perspective is a building block to a better composition. You can build a great composition with any kind of camera, whether it be a small point and shoot or a pro level camera. So what is perspective? We've all seen that cliche image of the railroad tracks with the parallel lines converging on the horizon. Well, that is perspective, and that's a great way to begin to understand what perspective means in your shot. But let's first show you how perspective is defined scientifically. Perspective is a mathematical system for placing a three-dimensional world onto a two-dimensional surface, as in our photographs. It begins with a horizon line, which defines the furthest distance in the background, and a vanishing point, which is then defined by two lines drawn from the bottom of the picture or image and leads to converge at that vanishing point on the horizon line. Hence our railroad tracks. Here's a sample image that will show you a sense of what perspective is in our photograph.
As you've seen from our graphs of the railroad tracks, we have a curve behind us that is similar to the railroad track. As you can see, at the very end of this path is our vanishing point. Now we're going to show you how to build a better composition with perspective, and the way we're going to do this is we're going to use this path as we have as our example, and I have Ken in the vanishing point. And the way we're going to make a better composition is by changing the point of view. So we're going to start off high and maybe go middle and go down. That changes our point of view, which changes our perspective and gives us a better composition to look at. We're going to show you a couple examples. The very first one is how most people would take this photograph behind us. The following examples are how we changed the point of view, which changed our perspective and gave us a better composition. And that's how you build a great photograph. The trick to all this is to be able to change and see that different point of view. And that's what's going to change that perspective again and give us a composition. That's all you have to do.
So like our samples, we see how perspective plays an important role in building a better composition. But also remember, our point of view to that perspective gives us the creative edge to make us better and smarter photographers. Perspective also comes in other forms. One of the things we like to introduce to you is that we can see perspective through proportion. Like the trees you see behind me, how one is larger to the next smaller one to the next smaller one off in the distance. That's another way to see perspective and another way to build a better composition.
As always, we encourage you to take advantage of the tips you just learned to make a great composition. So for more great ideas on digital photography, look to us here on D1to1.